How's it going, everyone? My name is Break Ninja. Now, for those of you who have been following me in the past, you're probably very confused as to what you're seeing in front of you. You're probably like, what in the world? Why? What happened to your entire collection? Well, I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm doing some sort of before and after effect. Now, I'm going to give you a quick backstory. I was one of those people where, got into Ninjago early and then kind of lost interest after a couple years and then rediscovering it just recently. I don't know if anyone can relate, but as you can see, for the ninja side at least, I have all the way up to like season 4. That is when I stopped collecting after a while. So back in like 2015. But it wasn't until December of 2020 where I had rediscovered Ninjago and fell back in love with it. And this is what my collection looked like for about 5 years. So back from like 2015, from like 2015 to like December of 2020, this hasn't changed one bit for a total of 5 years. But like I said, it wasn't until December 2020 where I started collecting again. And yeah, that's basically it. So really quick, I just want to go over some of the things that I did collect in the past. Now this Lloyd Dx, this was actually my very first Ninjago minifigure. Got this back in 2011, but not this one though. The first one that I got, I actually lost. I got in this one just recently, I think back in December, to kind of replace that. But I still count it as my first minifigure, even though this one looks brand new. I mean, I'll never forget that. It came with a spinner and everything. Don't have the spinner on me right now. I'm gonna have to go find it. But if I do find it, I will include all the spinners and all the accessories in my next video, where I'll be showing my entire Ninjago collection, not just the minifigs. And fortunately, I was able to get this Lloyd Dx back in 2015. This was probably one of the last minifigures I got before I stopped collecting. I gotten that back when it was still being sold in stores, so it's very fortunate of that. And then in the back, I was able to get Kai and Cole, the NRG version, and then I think back from 2012 or 13, the Golden Lloyd. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty basic right now, but let me just go ahead and show you what I have collected over the past, I want to say, 7 months, and what my collection has turned into. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what my collection looks like now. I know it looks like a lot, but we will be breaking it down. I'm going to start with the first base over here. Now, here's the thing. So, it wasn't a matter, well, okay, so, oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what my collection looks like now. I forgot to mention previously, but this is going to be somewhat of a 2-part video. So this video is going to be strictly minifigs, and the next video I'm going to do is going to focus more on sets, but I will have the minifigures in there just to have them there. So on this base right here, I got seasons 1 through 7, pretty nice. And in this base right here, I got seasons 8 through 13. Yes, at the time of recording this, Seabound has been out for a couple months in the Americas for the sets, but I didn't have any interest in buying them right now because I'm kind of waiting until they like go on sale or whatever. So because this did cost me a lot of money. Oh, and also in the back there, just got a bunch of extras. We'll go for those too. But if you guys want the exact numbers, I don't have an exact number, but buying the minifigs along with the sets, definitely over $1,000. Legos aren't cheap, man. Legos aren't cheap. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start with this base first. Now I'm sure you guys noticed, but I didn't mention that when recollecting these, it wasn't a matter of just buying seasons 5 onward. I actually had a lot of holes from seasons 1 through 4, and we're gonna go over that right now. So first off, I do have all of the pilots. Oh, and fun fact, I didn't have any single Nia minifig until now. Well, until I started collecting again. I only had Kai, Jay, Zane, Cole, and Lloyd, but I didn't have a single Nia minifigure. So, but we got her now. So, in the front here, I do have the Woos. Let me just back this up a bit. So we got Teenage Woo here. This Woo right here is just like the regular one. I guess it's the pilot one. These two are like the kimonos. This one right here is, I think, the original one. And then this one, I believe, is Legacy. I also got both Sensei Garmadons, because why not? But yeah, again, as far as the Ninja, I do have every single Kai, seasons 1 through 7, including David the Departed. I did decide to get the full line of David the Departed minifigs, so that is pretty nice. I do have all of Kai, seasons 1 through 7. Do have all of Jay, seasons 1 through 7. Zane, seasons 1 through 7. Cole, Lloyd, and then Nia. Obviously, she did have a DX, which I'm hoping Lego would do that sometime. She also didn't have a kimono version, which sucks too. But then again, she was still Samurai X at season 2, but that's neither here nor there. Now the snakes, we're gonna go on the snake side right here. So we do have all these snake generals from Acidicus, Fang Tom, I believe, Pythor. This one's actually the Legacy version. I did make like a custom Pythor staff or Anachondri staff. It just has like the purple transparent stud on it, scales, and then Scalador. Now I did give all of them their respective snake staffs and fang blades. I don't know if you could see that there. Now as far as the mini snakes, I did go ahead and made sure I had at least one snake from every tribe, not necessarily one of each mini snake, but as you can see, I had some Venomari, had some Fangpire, had some Hypnobrai, and this lonesome guy right here, this lonely Anachondri mini snake. The season 2 minifigs haven't really changed. Actually, they haven't changed at all. The Ninjroids, if you saw from the beginning, it looked like I only had like 3 or 4. I did go ahead and buy some more. And I also bought Legacy Lord Garmadon. Can't really see it that well, but I just gave him the all the golden weapons as well. And then from the Overlord Dragon, this is the Overlord. And then season 4, the pre-Anachondri snake warriors or whatnot. I forget what they're called, but before, you guys know, before they turned into the snakes, those warriors right there, that hasn't changed. I did pick up another Izor, the Legacy one from the Term of Elements set, and I was also able to get Klaus from season 4. Now this is where it starts getting interesting. So I got some season 5 characters, not many, but I have some. 2 ghosts right here with like the ghost pieces at the bottom, like the ghost legs. I do have like just a regular ghost with regular legs, and then You guys know who that is. Possessed Lloyd. Absolutely amazing minifigure. It's just awesome. He was probably the first villain I picked up because he's just amazing. I honestly, I don't believe Moro is the best villain, but he's definitely my favorite. And then in the back, you guys see those two. I got both Time Twins with their respective Time Blades. General Machia. These three are probably... Actually, no, I take that back. And here's also young Crux. These four right here, I would say, are probably the rarest Hands of Time minifigs. And honestly, some of the rarest Ninjago minifigures to date. So, and then... I forget his name, but he's also a commander. In the back, I do have a couple of legacy skeletons. Not a fan of their design, but I think that's Knuckle and Whiplash. I do have the original Whiplash right here. And then Samukai, he was a pretty rare and expensive minifigure too. And then I forget these two names. So that will be it for the first base plate. I mean, just look at this. Like I said before, do have all the DXs. So that is the first base. So here is the second base plate. This is everything. Well, most of these minifigs, especially this group right here, and this group right here, comes after the Lego Ninjago movie. I'm going to start on the left side. Here are all of the, well, I wouldn't say all of them, but here's all of my Sons of Garmadon / Hunted minifigures. Except for that Harumi, obviously that's from season 12. I was able to get Lord Garmadon, the Sons of Garmadon version, obviously. Princess Harumi, that was a pretty expensive minifigure. I think it was like 20, 25 bucks. This one right here is actually a custom. This is not an official minifigure, but this is casual Harumi. Just painted her hair white. Now, if you do want to see how I made this minifigure, I'll leave a link to that video in the description as well. Oh, there's a piece right here. Sorry about that. So yeah, I think she turned out pretty nice though. I mean, I think it looks pretty accurate, but you can tell me otherwise in the comments if you don't think so. I do also have Harumi with the Mask of Hatred. That's her face right there. Do have both versions of Mask of Hatred. The closed mouth one, the open mouth one. And then this one is the, like, technically the hunted version, but she does appear in Sons of Garmadon 2, back from, like, the last 2 or 3 episodes. And then the season 12 one from Prime Empire from the Gamers Market set. I do have Ultraviolet, Mr. E, both Ultraviolet and Mr. E with their masks. Mask of Vengeance, Mask of Hatred. Mr. E does have that extended torso, which is honestly one of the rarest pieces. At least on BrickLink, that's one of the rarest pieces to get. And then here's Kilo with his Mask of Hatred. Very, very nice minifigure and mask. Back here, no, I didn't collect any of the... Oh, actually, yeah, that brings me to my next point. So, I did not collect any of the Season 6 villains and the Season 10 villains. So, and also another disclaimer, this is not like every minifigure in Ninjago. Like, you're not going to find much of the Ninjago movie. You're also not going to find Seabound, obviously, because I didn't get any Seabound characters. But yeah, this is just my collection. It's not a collection where I collect every single minifigure, because that's way too expensive. I do not have a reliable source of income to do that. But I'm doing the best I can. So I try to get what I thought was necessary. And originally, I was just going to collect one of every ninja from each season. But I figured, why not just get everyone else too, or everyone that I can get. So yeah, just a bit of a disclaimer. You know, you're not gonna find everything. You also didn't find the kendos earlier. I didn't bother getting the kendos. I think those are a waste of money too. I just bought what I thought was necessary to the show, or what played a big role in the show. Obviously, the kendos, they only appeared for like 2 minutes of the show. So, but anyways, back to the collection. So that's all the season 8 and 9 minifigures I do have. Here I have like 2 season 12 minifigures. Forget their names. This is a right visor though. Some season 13 villains. Do got the 2 skeletons, and then I also have the Skull Sorcerer. So that's a pretty nice minifigure. I think he's a little expensive too on BrickLink. And then here in the back I do have the islands, or the keepers is what you call them. I don't have every one of them, but I do have this main guy right here. I don't remember their names, but I think this is the main guy. So but these honestly, these aren't really villains. If you've watched the show, you know that these aren't really villains. So, but I just put them there anyways. Now in the back here, I do have all the Ninja's allies. Do have Pixel and Samurai X Pixel. This is a Sons of Garmadon version. I think there's another one, but I didn't pick it up. 2 Skylers right here from season 6 and 9. Here is Karloff and Griffin Turner, Masters of Metal and Speed. Here is Shade and Ash. Here is Tox. Now, some of you may be confused. This is not a custom. That is an actual minifigure, but it's not from Ninjago. It's from a line called Ultra Agents. I almost said Nexo Knights, but it's from Ultra Agents. You should go check that out on BrickLink if you can. Here's Gravis, Jacob, and Bolobo. All 3 of these came in the Tournament of Elements set. We do have Masako, the original version. Hutchins from season 8. The Purple Ninja, Lil Nelson. Ronan from season 5. And then Okino and Scott, both from season 12. Pretty nice minifigs. So I do have some extras in the back / miscellaneous. There's Dareth as well, and then I did also pick up like Lloyd in his like casual hoodie. I do have another set of DX Ninja. I was able to get that from the their dragon sets. So I was able to get their original dragon sets back from 2011 on BrickLink, so that's how I was able to get both, or all 4 of those again. And then here's a very interesting one. I have all 4 NRG Ninja times 2. Isn't that crazy? I have 2 Kais, 2 NRG Js, which are easily the most expensive out of the 4. 2 Zanes, 2 Coles. Here's a Golden Lloyd from the Overlord Dragon. Here is Movie Nia, which I thought was SOG Nia from very long ago until someone told me that it wasn't. Again, thank you for that. Here is RX Cole. Very nice. Avatar Lloyd. Golden Legacy Lloyd. Hands of Time Zane with his like titanium hair. And then Avatars Kai and Jay. Now that is the left side. The right side, I was able to get all of Kai from seasons 8 all the way through 13 straight up. Here is Jay, seasons 8 through 13. Zane all the way through. So obviously Zane doesn't have a Prime Empire suit, but I was able to get the Pink Ninja from the Gamers Market set from Prime Empire. So I just thought I'd use that just to kind of have that spot filled in. And plus, like, the Pink Ninja it's so iconic. I mean, I couldn't just leave that out of the collection or have it to the side. I had to put it in there. So here is Cole as well, Lloyd, and Nia. Again, I did not collect any Seabound minifigures because I'm waiting for those to go on sale. I have spent a lot of money. I need to take a break from buying all these minifigures. Now in the back, like I said before, all the NRGs. Now, I did get the, from the summer 2021 wave, I was able to get the Fire Dragon attack, which came with the Golden Legacy Nia. So that's the only thing you'll see in the set from summer of 2021. Sorry, I just bought a camera there. I do have all of the Air Jitsus. Kai, Jay, Zane, Cole, Lloyd, and Nia. And then in the back here, I kind of dedicated a row to the sort of redesigned hairs. So for Kai and Jay, I was able to get their hairs for the Term of Elements set. Zane's, I got his white hair from Snake Jaguar, ordered off BrickLink, and then the titanium one from one of the island sets. Cole and Nia, I used their avatars, and then Lloyd, I just used, this is another casual Lloyd from the Lego Ninjago movie. So that is it for base plates. Last and honestly probably least, the extras. So I do have some extras. Before I did mention that I had 2 Energy Kais. This is not one of those. This is another one. This is my 3rd Energy Kai. Got a couple Legacy Kais as well. 3 of them to be exact. J's, I have 2 Legacy J's, or 2 extra ones, and an extra SOG one. A couple of J's heads from the pilots, that J. I also have quite a bit of extra Energy J parts. So who knows, maybe I may make 1 or 2 more Energy J's. Oh, here's another one. I bought too many Energy J parts. It was an accident though, so don't beat me up for that. The original J mask, Possession / Skybound J mask. Zane, I have an extra rebooted. I have an SOG one. I decided to put the yellow face on it because I needed the titanium one for something else. A couple Legacy ones. Do have an extra Energy Zane torso. For Lloyd, I do have an extra ZX. These aren't really... Lloyd ZX isn't really too valuable, but it's not that cheap either. You know what I mean? So, I have an extra Tournament Lloyd, extra SOG Lloyd. I think that goes for a bit of money as well. Extra Legacy Lloyd. I have an extra Island Lloyd. Honestly, I think the Island is probably one of the best suits for the Ninja. And then extra Hunted Lloyd. I have these plain small green legs for when, you know, oh I know, wrong leg, sorry. For when Lloyd is like still a little kid. I was thinking about just doing this instead, but since I have this, I might as well just make it right. So I do have that just on the side. Extra Lloyd mask. This one isn't really in good condition. That's why I bought another one to fit this one. And then I do have an extra Cole and Nia Legacy. I also do have an extra, I just took the helmet off. I have an extra Samurai X from Season 8 onward. A couple Cole masks, the ZX with fadeaway paint, and Possession and Skybound. I do have a set of Kendo parts. Now I do have Jay's leg, so maybe I'll make a Kendo J if I get his torso. A Garmadon. This is an extended torso from the movie. I do have an extra of the original face. And then in the back here, I do have some hair. Now to be exact, so this hair right here, this is for Moro. So that's for him. I do have, so Crux right here, I do have his hair as well. That's for him. Acronix, I do have his hair. Pretty nice. And then I also have Ash right here. And that is his hair right there. So that will be it for the extras. And that is a wrap for my entire LEGO Ninjago minifigure collection. Now, if you are new to this channel, I will leave a link to a playlist in the description down below of all the BrickLink hauls that I did to build my collection from what you first saw earlier in this video to this. It did cost quite a bit of money. But yeah, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for all the support you've given me thus far. Now, this will complete the first part of my Ninjago collection video. My next video is going to be all the sets, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys then.